What's up, dudes? We keep going. We keep going. It's day, let me check. It should be day 12 now, actually. 11, 12, 13. Man, we're on a roll. It's almost 2 weeks of videos. Feels really good. And I really like yesterday, I didn't make a video yet. Then I had to do it in the evening. But I really like actually the process I had earlier where I kind of gym, home, eat. Like I kind of chill for like half an hour on my phone, check a little bit with my dog, and then I make the video before I take meetings, before work starts, and that's a really nice thing. And I feel a lot of people struggle with content and making content. Like before you know, you tell yourself, "I'm gonna make content." 2 weeks go by, you haven't done one single piece of content. I feel like putting a time frame apart is very nice. One thing I've always told myself I was gonna do but never did, so I might have to try that as well. Is like first day of the month, you just plan in the whole day content day. So the whole day you're just making content and planning it in. So then kind of for the whole month you can in a way forget about it. I've also seen people kind of not be so happy about that because you don't really you're not making such good content as in you don't know the result. You kind of forget about too much in a way. But just to get started, I feel is a very nice way to do it. But I've never done it, so I can't really say. But definitely want to try it. Today, I kind of want to talk about the workflow of how I've built businesses and how I feel is a good way, especially with speed and everything in the back of your head, and all about just starting. Because a lot of people they kind of want the perfect business first or the perfect like setup, like everything needs to be in place: website, logo, offer, like systems, and all that stuff. And I love all these things, but they can be like before you actually have a client. Yeah, of course you need like a base thing you can do or an idea what you're gonna do. But when I started out for my the first client I had, which was a chiropractic client, SMA, I just googled all the chiros in my area and said, hey, can we meet up? That's it. One meeting out of five, I think, four chiropractors, and that's been 3 years ago. That client is still with me. At that point, I didn't have a website, didn't have a logo, didn't have actually a plan on what I was gonna do. I just knew Facebook ads, so that I was sure about. So I was like, I'm gonna do ads for this guy. And so I knew what, but I didn't know the price model. I didn't know what the ads was gonna look like. I didn't know what to do. And then I kind of learned that while I was doing it. From there, I've had like 4 different websites. I'm not really big on having websites for myself. I should, but yeah, I don't know why I haven't. But then I never really had a logo. I have a logo, but never used it. It's all been mostly LinkedIn outreach, and it's gonna be my face is the logo or the brand. Um, so yeah, it's kind of interesting to see because it's I would say not so traditional, and people are often kind of still stuck on that idea. Maybe not really our generation, but yeah, some are still like very much like, oof, I don't want to start because then I have to make a website, like all this stuff. It kind of feels so daunting if you don't start. But when you start, you kind of find out which things are more important to do anyway. So that's kind of what I said here. First, find a client, then build, because a big thing as well. People then could make a website, could make an offer, could make a contract, could make, let's say, spend 2, 3 weeks on building everything, and then they can't find a client. I would not say that 3 weeks are wasted, but in a way, like maybe then you find out there's not enough clients. There's just not, they don't like they don't need your service. They don't need ads, for example. And you build like a whole beautiful service and offer and websites. So first find a client, learn, and then kind of find out by that client what's necessary for your next client, what they want to see. If they're very professional, they probably want to see website and they want to see a LinkedIn presence. If they're like a looser audience, maybe they don't care too much. They just want an Instagram page, for example, or profile. And in a way to scale up, you can repeat that. Like at one point, then you have clients, and you could like say scale up to maybe 10 clients, and then you say, okay, now I want to raise prices. I'm gonna kind of stop on the outreach and the sales part, and then I'm gonna go back to my service delivery and not revamp it, but add services. For example, the one thing I'm doing now is adding because I generate a lot of leads for my clients, but then a struggle I see with them is that the persons at the practices I provide the service for, they don't call them. And if the leads don't get called within an hour, the conversion rate drops like crazy. So we want to be calling them in an hour. I always talk to my clients and say, do that, but I understand it's hard for them because real clients are in the practice and they have other stuff to do. But Yeah, so I saw that problem. It's across the whole every all my clients. So I was like, okay, let me try to solve this. So now I'm working together with like a telesecretary. So they all they do is like they have phone people for like people in the health, like doctors and everything, but also chiropractors. So then I kind of asked them, can we make an agreement where you call the leads that I send to you? And then they said, okay. So that's beautiful. So I am not that I stopped like working and outreach and everything, but it's just to show like kind of step a little bit back and then adding value to the existing offer. Then I can now hopefully raise my prices for the next clients when I go for a new outreach flow of yeah, like a new outreach phase is maybe the better, because it's kind of what like first you get the first client, then you build your website, you build your everything, you kind of find out what service you want to provide, then you repeat, and then I would say you kind of this could be an endless circle actually. Just clients, new clients, revamp your offer, outreach again, and then you kind of get better and hopefully get more clients, obviously. But yeah, I kind of wanted to finish this video off with saying like all they care about is value. Like you could offer a lot of like nice, like in the maybe in the beginning you want to offer a lot of good things and things that sound good in your head, but until you work with clients, you don't really know what they value. Some people don't really value websites. For example, like chiropractors, they really value time because they are often um, performing their service with people, so they don't have like so much time to call. That's why I came in with the solution to like get the calling done for them, because they value like that time very much. And some people maybe have a little bit more time to call, or they have like different niches have maybe time in the day to call or lead, so they maybe don't value like a calling service so much as chiropractors do. So it's kind of interesting thing to remember. Like when you provide the service, you kind of find out what value people need in their business, and how you can kind of provide it. Because ads is a very good step in the door, but there's a lot of things these people need. So yeah, find the value, and then again you get into this circle of like building your service better and better, and then you just find ways to provide value. So yeah, that's it. Not much more to say. Don't make the videos too long if they have to. That's it. Hope you enjoyed.